Well, it has officially been 100 days of President Trump's second term in office. Within his first 100 days, he signed a tidal wave of executive orders, helped dismantle DEI practices, and really made a massive impact on deportation, immigration. Here to talk about it all is Washington insider Armstrong Williams. Now, we want your take on this as our Washington insider. Now, Trump's 100 days in office, the highlights, the lowlights, give us a complete picture and what we can expect in the next 100 days.
It has been brutal and triumphant. No one is talking about the invasion on the border. Russia and Ukraine as close as ever in ending the war. He has slashed a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse out of the government, but has also been willing to bring people back that were necessary where they went a little too far. I don't think his rhetoric about annexing Canada has been very helpful, which is why we're going to talk about later, Carney 1. I think his tariffs have gone too far. It's been so all over the place. And the one thing the market does not like is instability. And one day is 40%, the next day he's pushing it back. I think that has been his biggest challenge. And also, I think his deporting everyday people without due process and the rule of law and the conflict between Article 1 and Article 2 of the Constitution is causing him issues because the Supreme Court continues to push back on him. But overall, promises made, promises kept, but with a huge price.
Well, you talk about the 100 days or just days coming forward. It seems like the big issue next on the plate is this budget and whether this agenda can actually happen. His agenda will actually be something that Congress can pass. Is that the key thing going forward right now?
Angelo, I think we got insight into it just this week. Congress is moving forward on passing his budget, even if J.D. Vance has to come and make the deciding vote. I mean, people hold their nose, and yet Trump tends to get what he wants. But at some point, Trump is going to lose his love affair with his GOP House and Senate. It's just a matter of time because they've got to get reelected and maintain their majorities.
Everybody wants to keep their job. You got that right. Let's talk about Canada and somebody who just got a new job, the Prime Minister there, Mark Carney. I mean, he ran basically on being standing up to Trump. That's how he kind of won his race. How is that going to shape the relationship going forward? And also the standoff when it comes to tariffs?
Listen, Angela, he lost the House of Commons.
He didn't win.
He has slim majorities. I mean, he's going to have to use small party coalitions if he's capable of doing anything. This is really a Pyrrhic victory for him. I mean, running, saying you're going to make sure that Canada does not become the 51st state, a terrorist. Trump is already backing off. Canada is our ally. I think when it's all said and done, Carney, unless he's willing to move more towards the center, is going to become another Justin Trudeau, and that doesn't work in Canada anymore.
Well, what about talk about what works, what doesn't work? You know, you mentioned due process a few seconds ago, and that leads us right into this new situation coming out of Maryland, with the Maryland judge on Wednesday basically refusing to give the Trump administration more time to provide more information on Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the man who they say was deported in an administrative error. Now the judge who's been involved in this case, they're saying no more time. You got to tell us how you're trying to bring him back. What do you make of this?
Listen, you saw the interview with Moran and Trump on ABC. I'm sure his legal team has said it was an error. You know, the lawyers were fired for telling the truth when they went before the judge. The bottom line is Trump, as he said, I could pick up this phone, and yes, I could bring him home. But he's an ugly person. He's a part of MS-13. He's not a good person. He beat his wife. We don't want him in this country. So Trump, there's nothing his lawyers can do except the fact that the president is not bringing Kilmar Garcia back home.
You know, we had a report,
it's just that simple.
Report today that some sort of another report has surfaced with more allegations by his wife. Do you think you're going to see the Democrats starting to walk away from him at this point when more of these reports start coming forward?
It's the reason why Maryland Governor Wes Moore has not gotten into this conversation, has not visited Kilmar, because he realizes when it's all said and done, when the real facts come out, it's a losing effort for Democrats. I mean, you got Rachel Moran, who's just brutally beat by the legal, and yet this guy gets far more attention, far more press, far more sympathy. It's just a crazy contradiction. It's politics. It's political suicide for them on this issue in the long run.
All right, Washington insider Armstrong Williams, thank you as always for joining us.
It's always good to see you, Angelo.
Yes,
thank you.
Likewise.